Welcome to episode 2, season 3 of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And what we're currently looking at right now is the league table of last season. And if you were with me during the last season, you might remember that Napoli had a really good season. In the end, they ended up a few points behind us. But I mean, it was just a few weeks before the league ended, like just a few rounds ago. Uh, to go, they were topping the table. They were number one in the league with not that many games left to play. And today, of course, it is Napoli time. Last episode, I said that this episode will probably be a Champions League game. Well, it won't, because we got Basel and I played it without you guys because I didn't think that that was one of the bigger games. I felt like the Napoli games were going to be more exciting, tougher opponent. And since last episode, that crazy game versus Spal, we played a few games. First, we beat Roma away. And we look at this result, you can think like, oh, that was an easy win. But this is actually, take a look at this. We scored first time in 95th minutes. And then again in the 96th minute. So, yep, we had to fight for it. We completely dominated the game. But 95th and 96th minutes, that's just crazy. Then we had this very annoying draw versus Fiorentina at home. We completely dominated the game. And also, let's see here. Yeah, Kalnick missed a penalty. That was very annoying. They got the guy sent off, but it was in the 89th minute, so it didn't have much effect to the game. But yeah, very annoying. Then for the Basel games, as we were playing at home, I was very much sure that we was going to win it. So I rested most of the players that would start this Napoli game. I used a much weaker team. I even used my 18-year-old youth goalkeeper that's definitely nowhere near the level to be setting in a goal in the Champions League. I felt that was the wrong decision, the right decision. I felt secure, and I wanted to save the lads for the Napoli game. And talking about Napoli, the transfer window have closed. So let's see what they have been up to. And myself didn't do anything during the last part of the window. We signed a pre-contract deal with like a 16-year-old guy that will join us in January, but might take a look at him then. But let's see here. So they didn't spend any big money. Their most expensive signing was Jota from Atletico Madrid, and he looks pretty decent, but not fantastic. Other than him, I would say, I don't think it's anything special. Like, um, they were conservative with the spendings. They brought in quite a few players. I mean, for the amount of money they spent, they got a lot of players. Did they sell anybody expensive then? Well, the most expensive lad they sold was Rog here to West Ham, and it looks pretty good. And they actually, look at this. They signed one guy from West Ham and they sold one guy to West Ham. And they signed one guy from Atletico Madrid and they sold one to Atletico Madrid. So, or the way around, they signed one, yeah, they sold one to Atletico Madrid. So, actually, looking at these players, it looks like, well, I can't go through all of them, but I don't think much have changed. They're probably going to be basically kind of at the same level. And well, let's find out. It's only one way, and that's to play them. As you can see, I'm back to my little bit more defensive formation because, as I said in the beginning of last episode, I'm planning to use my more attacking one for at home games and games against weaker opponents, and then for like tougher ones like Napoli away, I'm going to go back to my formation from last season. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the defensive side. And yeah, that's it. Game on. And Napoli away. And they were very good last season. So let's see actually how the league table. I didn't show it, but we can take a look at it during the next highlight because I don't want to click updates here. So let's wait a little bit longer. So the league table, of course, now things might have changed. Like we have the point from this game, but as you can see, there are a few teams here that taken 9 points. And of course, we had 2 wins and 1 draw, so we were a little bit behind them. But hopefully, we can get a good result now versus Napoli and start closing in on them. But this could be bad news because, as you can see, Napoli have got the first highlight. It's Insigne with the free kick. It's into the box and it's cleared, but he gets another try. That was a lot of Napoli players. Not sure what the defense was up to there. It felt like, yeah, where the ball landed was like 4 Napoli player closer than our closest player. And Napoli again, huh? Come on, guys. Time for us to step it up here. Like that. Kessie for Kalnick. Oh my god, I need to restrain myself because I'm recording this pretty late in the evening, so I really can't be screaming because I don't think my neighbors would appreciate it. So, but yeah, that goal made me so very happy. I just need to try to restrain myself. I can't scream right now because then it will be, maybe they will come knocking on my door or something. But yeah, beautiful start there. And now the clock is just ticking and ticking. Not much going on here. Not much at all. And look at the chances here. Actually, they have recreated more chances than us. We are a little bit better than... actually, now it's completely equal. The clock is ticking and ticking. We should be getting the halftime whistle here. So, other than the goal and Napoli had that one chance on the free kick, there's not much been going on here during the first half. So, we need to tell the lads to step it up here in the second one. I know you can do it better. Look at those ratings, 6.4, 6.6, a bunch of 6.8, 6.7. I know you can better, guys. We can't be really pleased with this one. We need to step it up here for the second one. So let's do that. But this is a very good result if we can keep it up. Because we know how good they were last season. They were one of the main threats. And they were really close to winning the league, even though they fell a little bit behind when we were up against them in one of the last runs and beat them. That made us like get quite some safety margin. Then Juve had a good stint also, but I mean, they can play at... They look with their signings and sellings that it should be... Oh, beautiful, Bonaventura in his sensational form. He's been like sensational since the preseason. Almost scoring in every single game we've been playing. He had like 1 game he didn't score. Other than that, he's been scoring like at least 1 goal in every game, I think. And yeah, that gives us that safety margin we wanted. We haven't even played 1 minute here at the second half, so beautiful start to it. But it's going to be a highlight ASAP from the kickoff, and to my experience, when the opponent gets a highlight ASAP after I've scored a goal, it's usually bad news for me. So I'm a bit worried here. I'm more than a bit worried here. But intercepted, Donnarumma, what will you do? Nothing stupid now, guys. You're inside the penalty area. Only save secure passes here, please. Bonaventura. And what did I say about save secure passes? It's Milik. So. Oh my god, we're turning it around. It's Kalnick. He has 2 defenders against himself. Well, decent try there. Really decent. I mean, he couldn't do much more than that with 2 defenders against him. That was like a fight he couldn't win, so he needed to take an early shot. But I'm a bit worried right now because both my central defenders has picked up yellow cards. And his Insigne, and that was a really shitty finisher from him. But yeah, we definitely don't want to risk anything now. So I think it's time, because I mean he is tackling harder now by default. So let's ease it off instead. We are not tackling harder by default, but we're going to ease it off also. We have a 2-goal lead away versus Napoli. We don't want to risk anything here. We just want to play it nice and safe here. And they are making a few subs. Maybe it's time for us to make another sub also. Let's do that. Another sub, our first subs. Let's see. Is there anybody that's not playing great? Well, quite a few of them. That's like nobody's playing terrible, but very few that's playing actually really good. So let's remove Pellegrini, bring in Locatelli, and other than him, I mean, even Bonaventura is playing really well. Kind of not going to sub any of these guys, but Actually, let's give it a few more minutes. Let's see what happens here. And then maybe if we feel safe enough, we can bring in youngsters. Yeah, I think we can. So, actually, let's go to the tactics screens here so we can move things around a bit. So let's bring up Biglia here. Bring in Sosa. Perfect. No, attacking. And then who else? Okay, time to go a bit balls again. Let's bring in Sosine here, our 18-year-old. Definitely not. I think they said like our assistant manager or something like that, that his current level is that he's suitable for maybe Serie B. Serie B. I know it's Serie C, but it might be Serie B also. But I think Serie C. So he's playing above his level. So just pray now to Football Manager RNG gods that they don't actually get a shot on goal. We only want to give him much experience. He keeps on developing. This also, and of course he's going to lose it. And of course this will be the counter attack. This is going to be a goal. I'm willing to bet money on it. Look at the defense here. Terrible defense, but he actually missed it. He hit the post. I mean, that was almost as bad finisher as the defense was bad at defending, because he really should have been able to do that better. That was an easy goal. It's not over. Okay, it's like 30 seconds left, but Napoli is advancing, but if we can, maybe we can turn it around, or maybe not. This is just bouncing back and forward, back and forward. Will we get a real chance, or will we just hear the full-time whistle is cleared? Oh my god, I was nervous there. And now, come on, ref, you can blow the whistle. Time is up. And I'm very pleased with this result. It was a good result for us. Guys, Nathan, I'm very happy. Beating Napoli away, 2 goals against none. Fantastic result considering how good Napoli were last season. And I mean, they have been playing pretty well. If they would have beaten us this game, they would have had 10 points. They would have been topping the league table. So, yeah, they are definitely a good team this season also. I like how this looks, but we need to remember that both Palermo, Bologna and Juve, and also Inter, they all have played one less game than us. So it will most likely change, but still, as long as we take 3 points, I'm happy, especially away with Napoli. Really good result. And then, of course, next episode is going to be next game, because take a look at this. We are playing Juve at home, and that's going to be a big one. Games like that could be deciding. Like, if we beat them, that sets us up for winning the league. If we lose against them at home, that's going to give them a huge advantage. But that's the next episode. The next episode also, we're going to take a look at Juve's transfer window. I can already spoil it. I'm not going to mention any names, but there's been at least one big guy that have changed team. But is this somebody that's joined Juve? Is it somebody that's left Juve? Well, I'm going to leave you with that cliffhanger. You have to wait and see in tomorrow's episode. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.